Here's a few things that I learned today. 1, you're not stuck. You're not stuck. I know it feels like the same things happening over and over again, but things have changed. Even if it's very slowly, I guarantee you that things have changed. Maybe you have someone to support you that wasn't there last time. Maybe you communicated better. Maybe you were able to uphold your boundaries. Maybe you were able to stand up for yourself. Maybe you were able to not react in the same way that you did last time. I guarantee you, you're not stuck. You're not. You have to look at what you've done right. And I guarantee you, there will be things that have changed. 2, it's not difficult to support people. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to give someone some kind of amazing advice to support them. You just have to be there with them. And 3, if someone understands you, then they will understand you. You don't have to communicate to be understood. If someone understands, they understand. You don't have to waste energy trying to get people to see your perspective, because the ones that get it, get it. I'll tell you how I had that insight. A little story about what happened to me, and I can't give you the details of this story, but what I can say is that for some time now, I've been stuck in a pattern of disrespect, would be a good word to use. And there's also many facets to that, but there's many other things that you could call it, right? But disrespect. And that's reflected in me and in my external environment. So my internal and my external, in the way that I act and the way that others act towards me, right? It's a manifestation of disrespect. And I was in that pattern last night, and I was outside my house. I'm in Spain. I speak hardly any Spanish. And I was outside my house very late at night, and I was on the phone. And one of my neighbours came out the door. Now, I can't imagine that she's coming out for any other reason than the fact that she heard me on the phone, because it was very late and she had no reason to be outside. And she came straight towards me as if she was there to help, right? So amazing, right? God sends me someone, this angel, to help me. So I don't know. She probably did hear me on the phone, or maybe she just happened to walk out the door at that time, right? But the point is, she was there. She was sent to help me in that situation, and she did. She gave me practical help. So I was trying to talk to someone on the phone, and I gave her the phone, and she was able to communicate in Spanish to that person that I needed to talk to, right? And then she sat with me and waited, and she held my hand, and I cried. So she didn't speak, and she didn't have to speak. She didn't have to say anything. She gave me practical help. She knew what I needed without me having to communicate, which is another thing that's, excuse my language, but fucking amazing, right? Because another element of this, another trigger for me is that I feel very misunderstood in regards to this pattern, and I've felt very unheard, and I feel that I have to always over-explain, or that I have to communicate so much to make my boundaries understood or heard. And I did not say anything to that woman, and yet she understood what I needed. She gave me help, and I felt validated, and I felt seen, and I felt understood without her having to say anything. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, you're not stuck. I guarantee you that there are things that have changed. That's the first insight. That there will be details that have changed. The second insight is that you don't have to, it's not difficult to help someone, right? And the third insight is when people get you, they get you, right? That's it.